Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. So this is my new YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting a lot of Roblox videos. I'm going to try to post 3 times a week, but we'll see how it goes. So today I'm playing this famous horror game off of Roblox. I done seen a lot of videos on it and I decided to play it. So I'm just playing with myself, so I'm going to go in the one person thing and we're going to see how it goes. So I never played this before, so this is my first time playing it, and I'm a little nervous. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I'm pretty confident that it's not going to be bad. So I'm just going to wait for it to load. Okay, so this is where it's loading, and I'm not sure what this is. I guess I'm supposed to go in the shack. I'm going to go through the back, though. I'm just observing my surroundings. I was expecting it to be a little bigger, but I mean, we'll see what we can do. I guess that's the dumpster, so let's go ahead and open the door. Welcome to your night shift at, I don't know how to say that. Let's start with the basics. Shawarma, I don't know how to pronounce that out. Step 1, turn on the grill. Customers just love their blank hot. So this is the cameras, camera 1 and camera 2. I wish they had more cameras, but 2 is enough. Okay, so it says to turn on the grill, but like I couldn't figure out like how to turn it on. So I'm just gonna come back to when I found it. Okay, so I found the grill, but I also found this note. It says, welcome to the night shift. Stay calm and follow the rules. If a smiling customer comes in, hand him a soda. The wet moving bundle he gives you must stay sealed under the counter. Every Friday around 2 a.m., a car with no driver will arrive. That's the inspection. Exit the back door immediately. Never look at the stand during the inspection ever. Should the meat on the sewer begin to pulse and moan. So y'all, I played this game before. I'm like recording the voiceover. So while I had the note on the screen, I was busy doing something else. So we're just gonna ignore this for right now because I didn't really follow it, and y'all will see later on in the video what I'm talking about, but y'all can finish reading it. Should the meat on the sewer begin to pulse and moan, turn off the grill, leave, do not listen to the voices in the meat, they only want you to stay. If y'all ever played this game, comment it down below. So I'm turning on the shed. This is our first customer. He looks a little suspicious, but we're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna fix his food and then collect our money. And the reason why, if y'all can't hear the game, y'all, I don't know why, but the audio is off, so it don't get cut back on until like later on in the game. So that's the reason why y'all can't hear it. So we're gonna put the sauce, then we're gonna add the cheese, and then the salad, and then the chicken. Okay, so throughout the game, I was just fixing burritos and stuff, and so this is the part where it started to get weird. The customer is like, will you eat my burger for $1,000? I declined it, but I should have just shut the shed in his face, because in the beginning of the note, it says like to do that to where customers just shut the shed. And then after that, the lights started flickering, monsters started appearing, like y'all can see the monster right there, and then every time I had closed the shed, it would appear closer. So yeah, that is the monster right there. I didn't know what to do. So I just sped up the clip so it can like move faster and I can show you guys like hurry up and get to the point. So yeah, the monster got closer and I didn't know what to do. It was just standing there. I was checking the cameras and stuff and everything in the game because I didn't read the note in the beginning before I like recorded the voiceover like or whatever. That left me figuring out stuff on my own. So I was looking at the camera and then everything was the same and stuff. And so I just closed the shed. Eventually I closed the shed. And then the camera started getting blurry. I couldn't really see much. And then out of nowhere, it got back clear. So that was kind of weird. The game is starting to get interesting at this point. So I opened the shed back up. And yeah, no one was right there. But I was able to leave out the shed. And so I was just like looking, I was just curious. So I got out the shed. And then I see another customer pulling up, and so I had to go back. And yeah. It's cool how they have like all these different characters. And like, why do they have him having a hunchback? Like, they didn't have to do all of that. But anyway, I'm going back in here, and we're just gonna get right back to doing the same stuff. I'm gonna speed up the clip, and we're gonna come back to when something else is more interesting. Okay, so I found another note. It says close the window if you don't want to serve a customer. Serve normal customers. Closing the window on them is a mistake. Don't serve anomalous customers. Serving them is a mistake. Each mistake summons the inspector. If there are too many, he'll fix you. So at this point, I was just realizing that, like, how would I know if the customers are weird or not? So that made me think, like, the cameras, I gotta check the cameras once every customer comes. So I started doing that. This man right here, he came to us before, and so I got suspicious of him because he came, but I didn't shut the thing on him because I ain't really thinking it's too much. But we're just gonna make his food and do the exact same thing. And tell me why he asked the same question, y'all. The same question. And so that's when I shut it because I'm like, what are you asking me this for? I shut it and I declined it and I waited for him to walk away. Because at this moment, I was just like, this is the second time coming. Evidently, there's something up. So I closed the shed. I waited a while before I opened it up. Okay, y'all, so right here, this is when things like really took a twist. So I looked on the camera, right? And I see the customer coming, but there's no creature on his back. And I immediately knew that there was something up. And so eventually I closed the shed because I remember the note. It says if there's a weird creature or something, if people are acting weird, close it. And so I closed it. And I looked back on the camera, and yeah, he's just standing right there. It says, I was about to order and you slammed the window in my face. Unbelievable. And then he left. So yeah, that was creepy, but at that point I was kind of understanding how to play. And then yeah, y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that. So this game, it did start getting fun and more interesting as you play it, but it was just twists and turns. So this was a normal customer, and we're just gonna do the exact same stuff. Cook his food, Apple Pay, boom. Y'all, tell me why this car pulled up and they just farted and left. Like, if that wasn't, like, that was the most craziest thing. Whoever made this game, like, it's funny, but, like, it's corny. It's funny but corny, but we're gonna keep playing. We're gonna see how it turned out because a lot of people play this game and for some reason think it's fun and interesting. So we're just gonna continue to play. So I kept checking the cameras because after all that stuff happened, y'all, I was on alert. So I was checking the cameras. I was checking my surroundings, and yeah. So I'm checking my cameras for him, making sure ain't nothing wrongdoing on his back before I serve him. So he was a normal customer, so that's good to know. Alright, y'all, so this was day 2, and so this is where things, like, y'all, it was so funny with, like, what's gonna happen. So I closed the door, and I turned around, and tell me why this monster is dancing. And I did not expect it to jump on the screen like that. Like, that scared me when I was playing. Like, it was really horrifying. But yeah, that was, like, yeah, and then, like, the fact that she didn't even see it, like, that was crazy. And I just went on and, like normal, and was making the food. But yeah, I just continued on making her food. I had the salad, and then place it on the lavish. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a burrito. I don't know why it's called a lavish or why they're calling it that, but yeah. And then lastly, add the meat. They should have had more ingredients like to put on the burritos, like to kill a little bit of time. Like they should have more ingredients. That would have made it funner. And the fact that they were charging $150 just for one singular burrito was crazy. But overall, y'all, if y'all enjoyed this game, like me playing this game, make sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment on some other game suggestions that y'all suggest me to play. This is my first time uploading in months. I'm gonna start back being consistent. But yeah, this video is coming to an end. This is the last customer you're gonna see me playing. And y'all see that monster behind me? Yeah, that kept getting bigger and bigger. And then I didn't know like what was gonna happen, but like y'all finna see what's gonna happen. So I'm making his burrito, add the salad, place on the lavish, add the meat, wrap it up. But just pay attention to that monster behind me, y'all, cause like it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Oh, he wanted two of them. I was checking the cameras, y'all, cause I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I kept thinking something's gonna happen because all them jump scares in this game that they had, like, you just never knew what was gonna happen next. Thanks. He'll be jealous. I got the bigger one. Okay, y'all. So, checking the cameras again. Camera 1, camera 2, back to camera 1. And then, yeah, it don't look like there was no customers coming. It looked like no one else was coming. Oh, where'd they go, lady? So, I decided to speed this clip up. So, I just was serving the lady just like the rest of the customers. Luckily, she was a normal customer. I didn't have no problems. The only problem I had was that creature behind me kept getting bigger and bigger. It's like the more I wasn't looking at it, the more it was getting bigger and bigger. And then I didn't think nothing, was going to happen. But like, y'all see the monster, right? How it keeps expanding? I didn't think nothing was happening. So I just kept going on fixing the meat. I had to replace it because it was empty. And yeah, I gave her her burrito, her Pepsi, goodbye. That was the monster, but this is the end of the video. In the end, the monster behind me ended up getting really, really big, and unfortunately, it got me, and that was the end. If y'all want more, just like and comment and subscribe.